Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 43 of What If Tsunade Was Naruto's Mother. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and after this I'm going to be posting What If Kurama Gave Naruto a Dojutsu, so stay in tune for that and enjoy. And also over on Anime King 2. And if this is the first time you're hearing about Anime King 2 guys, go ahead and click the first link in my description. I put a link to Anime King 2, my second channel, and if you do enjoy the 100 plus what ifs over there, go ahead and click that red subscribe button over there and become a part of Anime King 2 as well. So tonight I'm going to be posting a new episode of Uchiha Naruto the Sage, and also a new episode of What If Naruto had the Sharingan and the Byakugan mix. So remember, if you're new, to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, let's get straight into this new episode. So the last time we left off, Hiruzen, Tsunade and Jiraiya are still facing off against Orochimaru and the first and the second Hokage, while Naruto headed off after Yamato told him to go and find Gaara. Naruto arrived to Gaara, beating down on Sasuke, Sakura and Ino, as Sakura and Ino were unconscious and Sasuke was on the ground as he couldn't move. Naruto then went straight towards Gaara. As he didn't hold back, he started to beat the crap out of Gaara. As Gaara was getting pissed, even in his half Shikaku state, Naruto could still beat him like that. He then got mad and transformed into the full Shikaku. That was when Naruto summoned Gamabunta and Katsuya as they help him. Naruto then let Gamabunta and Katsuya hold down Shikaku as Naruto slammed his fist into Gaara's face, sending him off Shikaku's head. Naruto then went to finish things as he saw Gaara on the ground, as he was slowly walking up to Gaara, as Sasuke then appeared as well, so they could finish off Gaara. It was then that Kankuro and Temari arrived, seeing that they wouldn't let Naruto hurt their brother. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the playlist and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. The four Genins were currently looking at each other, each of them ready to attack. But before anything could happen, ink snakes break out of the ground as they wrapped around Gaara, Temari and Kankuro. What the hell? Screamed Temari in surprise. Damn it, said Kankuro as he and his sister fall beside Gaara, who was wrapped up in snakes as well. Nicely done, Naruto. Naruto turned around to see Sai, who flipped off of a nearby tree and landed in front of them. Sai, said Sasuke with a frown, what are you doing here? Just helping your worthless butt, Uchiha, Sai said with his usual fake smile, causing Sasuke to glare at him. Like I believe that one bit, thought Naruto. I bet he has been spying on us the entire time, so he can give back information to Danzo. He was just waiting for the right time to intervene. Sai then pulled his tanto out, his small sword, and pointed it at Gaara, as Gaara had a mixture of fear and anger in his eyes. Now, if you don't mind, I will wrap things up here, said Sai as he prepared to finish off Gaara with his blade. Gaara! Shouted Temari and Kankuro together when they saw what Sai was preparing to do as they tried to break free from their binds. But before Sai could pierce Gaara, Naruto said stop. Is there a problem, Naruto? Sai asked. They're defeated. There is no need to kill them, said Naruto. Aren't you forgetting something, said Sai. The Sand has betrayed us. They have allied themselves with the Sound Village and attacked the village. They are our enemy, and all enemies of Konoha must be killed, especially him. He's the Sand Jinchuriki, and we can't allow him to escape. If this is to happen again and he transforms, he can do much damage to Konoha. I was the one who fought and defeated him, and I won't let you kill him. I am the one that will decide what we do with him, Naruto said as he stepped forward. And what do you want us to do with him? Let him go? Sai asks. We will take him as a prisoner, Naruto replied. And them? Sai asked as he looked at Kankuro and Temari, who looked at each other. Take them prisoner as well, said Naruto. I see, said Sai. And what if I ignore your request and still kill them? Sai asked. What will you do? I will stop you, said Naruto. For a moment, the both of them just stared at each other. But after a few minutes of staring, Sai removed his sword and placed it back on his back. Very well then, we will take them as prisoners. Naruto nodded as he was about to jump up to a nearby tree, but Sai spoke again. You should know, Naruto, I am a little disappointed with you. Why is that? Naruto asked, as he looked at Sai. For such a strong gifted shinobi, you're really a naive, soft-hearted idiot who doesn't deserve to be a shinobi of Konoha. Coming from you, Sai, I'll take that as a compliment, said Naruto as he jumped up to the tree to call Katsuya. He's a strange one, Sai thought, but it seems like Danzo was correct. Naruto is clearly influenced by Sarutobi's teaching, and if he is to be a use to Konoha, we need to purge him of all of that. Once the Slug Queen arrived, Naruto asked her to transport Gaara, his siblings, also Sakura and Ino. Katsuya then used her Slug Great Division technique to have several medium sizes of herself to transport the Saiyan siblings and Ino and Sakura. As Naruto loaded Gaara on one of the Katsuya clones, Gaara then spoke. Do not think just because you spare my life, I will show you the same mercy. I am not weak like you, and I promise you, one day I'll kill you for what you've done to me and make you suffer for all the pain. I will feed your blood to mother, I swear it. You can try, said Naruto. But Gaara didn't say anything, he just glared at Naruto. Still want to keep my life? Sai asked. Yes, replied Naruto. Whether he appreciated it or not, said Naruto, as he jumped up on a tree and jumped on Katsuya. Naruto, what are you doing? Sasuke asked when he saw the blonde boy jump up on top of Katsuya. I am heading back to Konoha with Katsuya. She told me they're still having trouble with the giant snakes in the village, so I'm going to help. You guys stay with Gaara and the others and make sure they don't try to escape. Before Sasuke could say anything, Katsuya took off with a surprising speed for a large slug. With Naruto, after leaving, an exhausted Naruto lay on top of Katsuya's head, who offered to heal his injuries. As Katsuya healed his minor injuries, Naruto took out another food pill to help him going. Although he still had enough chakra to fight, his body was worn out from using the Kyuubi's chakra. Mom is going to kill me if she finds out that I have taken more food pills, Naruto thought as he swallowed the pill. But I can't worry about that now, I need to help. When Naruto and Katsuya arrived at the outer wall, they saw that the walls were broken down and the snakes had entered the center of Konoha. Damn it, things are bad, Naruto thought, as he then sensed something, as two masked shinobis appeared on the outer wall in front of him. It was then another person arrived. Hey, I know you, said Naruto, as he recognized a man from the first exam, Ibiki. Good to see you alive, brat, the man said. Now, if you don't mind, tell me what are you doing here, and why are you on Katsuya? When we saw her, we assumed that you were Tsunade. For the next few minutes, Naruto explained everything that happened about Kakashi, told them to go after Gaara. When Naruto finished explaining, both Ibiki and the Anvus were stunned that a mere genin fought and defeated a Jinchuriki, and he was also able to summon two of the legendary summons of the Sanins. Hey kid, I have a favor to ask, said Ibiki. What is it? Naruto said. Right now we're having trouble dealing with those giant snakes. Kushina is trying her best, but she needs some help to stop them from destroying any more part of Konoha. Don't worry, I'll handle this, said Naruto, as he told Katsuya to move forward as she headed inside. Once inside, Naruto summoned a dozen shadow clones. Naruto, what are you doing? Katsuya asks. Don't worry, you go ahead and help Kushina out. I can help more down there. Would respect Naruto. I would believe that it would be better for you to stay with me, so I can protect you, said Katsuya. Thanks, Katsuya, but I'll be fine. And I'm also worrying about Mom, Erosenin, and Gigi. I want to see that they're okay. Very well, Naruto, but take one of my clones with you. That way I can stay in contact with you and send healing chakra your way if you can't heal yourself. As a small clone appeared at his feet, Naruto took up the small slug and placed it on his shoulder as he and his clones headed off. At Konoha Memorial Stone, there was a purple-haired woman as she was looking at a memorial stone. I will avenge you, she said, as she then stood up and 4 other Anbus appeared. Let's go, she said, as they all sunshined away. After splitting up, Naruto's clone went into the village as it helped any injured people, and if they were too injured, it stabilized them and brought them to the medics. With the Mizukage, she was surrounded by ninjas as one of them used a wing style to break the wall above her. She quickly got out of the directions, but one of a larger piece hit her right in her head, as this was enough to make her stumble a bit, as the ninjas took this as their advantage, as they all run through hand sign. Wind style, wind gust, they said, as they sent a wind attack towards her. As Ao looked over, Mizukage, he cried out, but a wooden dome then surrounded her, protecting her from the wind attack. It was then that she heard all of them being knocked away. When the wooden dome came back down to the ground, she saw Naruto standing there, all of the ninjas down on the ground. Naruto gave her a nod as he disappeared in a whirlwind. That kid again, said Ao, as he raised an eyebrow, as May just smiled. Naruto then arrived as he went over the story for Anko, Kakashi, Shizune, and Guy, as they were surprised to hear what Naruto did, as they couldn't believe he went through so much today. Naruto, don't tell me that you take another food pill, Shizune asked. Well, actually I took 2, said Naruto. What? She screamed out. Naruto, you know how bad those are for you if you take multiple of them. Look, Shizune, I will worry about me later. I just came here to know what was going on with Mom, Jiraiya, and Sarutobi. As Kakashi then went on to explain what was going on, that they were fighting off against Orochimaru, the first and the second Hokage. When Kakashi finished explaining what happened, Naruto gritted his teeth as he was pissed that Orochimaru revived his ancestors and was using them as weapon. Damn that bastard, Naruto thought. Why hasn't anyone gone to help them? Hasn't anyone broken through the barrier? Naruto asked. No, the barrier is impenetrable. The Anvus have already tried, said Kakashi. If that's the case, then there's only one way to help, thought Naruto. Katsuya, I am going to need your help again, said Naruto as he turned to the clone on his shoulder, as he then took off. Naruto, what are you going to do? Shizune asked. I am going to help Mom and the others, Naruto said, as he vanished. Inside of the barrier, even though the 2 Saiyans and Sarutobi could hold their own, they were getting worn out by the 2 revival Hokages, as they had unlimited stamina. As the battle raged on, Sarutobi's age started to show as he was getting tired, where Tsunade and Jiraiya had to stay close and defend him. It was then when Jiraiya came up with a plan. Meanwhile, Orochimaru was looking over at his former sensei and his 2 teammates as he saw Jiraiya step back while Tsunade stepped forward, as Jiraiya clasped his hands together. As Orochimaru quickly realized what he was doing, immediately he sent the first and the second after them, as they engaged Sarutobi and Tsunade in a hectic taijutsu battle. Outside the barrier, incredible, what a battle, muttered one of the Anvu as he watched Tsunade and Sarutobi face off against the previous Hokages. Indeed, they are far above us, but I fear that the Hokage is at his limit, said the captain. What is Jiraiya doing? Why is he just standing there? Anvu asked. I don't know, said the captain. But if the Hokage and Tsunade are going through such an extent to protect him, it must be important. Maybe he's gathering chakra for some sort of jutsu, said the first Anfu. Perhaps, said the commander. Back inside, Sarutobi was huffing as Tsunade jumped to his left, as she had a wound in her side, and also cuts all over her body. Tsunade, are you alright? A worried Sarutobi asked as he leaned down to Tsunade. Not exactly, replied Tsunade as she slowly got back to her feet with the help of her teacher. Once Tsunade was back on her feet, Hoshirama appeared in front of them. Damn it, I just need a little more time, thought Jiraiya as he watched Tsunade and Sarutobi prepare to fight Hoshirama. As the battle progressed, Sarutobi and Tsunade found it difficult to keep up with Hoshirama because of their injury, and also they were tired. It got even worse when Orochimaru joined the fight as he wounded Sarutobi in his hand with a stab from Kusanagi's sword. But it was then that Tobirama appeared in front of Jiraiya as he sent a water dragon hitting Jiraiya as Jiraiya couldn't move as he slammed into a tree. Jiraiya screamed out Tsunade and Sarutobi as they couldn't do anything to help him at the moment. Orochimaru chuckled. That's one down, he said, as Jiraiya was sent into a tree. But it was then a massive fireball came out, causing Tobirama to jump back. As everyone could hear voices talking from the hole in the tree. Hey boy, why do you always summon us in time and place like this? Said a female voice. No wonder Gamabunta is always so pissed off at you, the voice said. Don't be like that, Ma, said another voice. Jiraiya must have his reason for doing it. For crying out loud, be quiet, Pa, said the female voice angry. I know it's been a while and I truly apologize for meeting the both of you in such a place, Ma and Pa, said Jiraiya. It's alright, kid, but weren't you complaining that in this form you will chase away all the females? Pa asked. Well, like it or not, it's something I have to deal with, said Jiraiya. My opponents are Orochimaru, the first and the second Hokage. They were revived and being controlled by Orochimaru Edo Tensou. Orochimaru? Edo Tensou? Hoshirama? Are you serious, Jiraiya boy? Asked Pa. I am afraid so, replied Jiraiya. As Jiraiya then emerged from the hole, allowing everyone to see him. As he jumped out of a tree and landed on the tile roof, causing a crater as he landed, causing everyone to see him. It seems like things have become difficult, thought Orochimaru with a frown. Interesting, said the first Hokage. Looks like Sarutobi's student also have Sage Mode. Jiraiya then rushed forward as he engaged Hoshirama and Tobirama in a battle, while Tsunade stayed back and healed Sarutobi, and healed herself as well. As the battle went on for a while Jiraiya is trying his best to face off against the first Hokage, but it doesn't matter what kind of Rasengan or Jutsu he used. They couldn't pierce through the man-wooden dome, and also there was a second Hokage there giving him backup. After a while, the battle seemed useless as Tsunade was kicked straight down to the ground by her grandfather, as he then landed and placed his foot on her throat, making it hard for her to breathe. Damn it, she cursed. As he slammed his hand together and wood tentacles appeared and wrapped around her arms. No, I cannot die now, said Tsunade, while Jiraiya is facing off against Orochimaru and Hiruzen is facing off against Tobirama. I am sorry, Tsunade, please forgive me, said Hoshirama, as he created a wooden spike and was about to stab Tsunade in the head. But out of nowhere, he was sent flying back as he was sent straight into Tobirama. After they crashed into each other, Jiraiya jumped back, also did Sarutobi, as they wonder what just happened. As Tsunade looked up to see the spiky blonde hair. At first, she thought it was Minato. Minato? But then she looked closely to see that it was her son Naruto, as Naruto was pissed, staring at both of his ancestors. I don't care if both of you are my ancestors. If either of you try to hurt my mom again, I will put you back into the ground permanently, Naruto said. The kid, Jiraiya thought in shock as he saw his grandson. What the hell is he doing here? Jiraiya boy, who the hell is that? Ma asked as she saw the boy. That's Tsunade's son, said Jiraiya. Tsunade's son? Oh, that means he's a son of… Ma, hush, said Pa. There's no need to say anymore. Remember what Gamabunta told us. As Ma nodded, as Gamabunta explained to them why Naruto heritage need to be a secret. Naruto, but how did he get in the barrier? Sarutobi thought. It seems like Kabuto failed, thought Orochimaru with a frown. But it doesn't matter. After I'm done with these three, I can take Naruto along. Seeing that Orochimaru was distracted, Sarutobi extended his staff, hit Orochimaru in the stomach as he slammed into one of the nearby trees. As he jumped back over to Naruto and Tsunade. Meanwhile, what the hell is going on? Who the hell is that brat? Said Teiwaya. Calm down, Teiwaya. That is one of Orochimaru's potential vessels. He sent you Naruto. I don't care who he is. I want to know how the hell did he get in here? She asked. Who knows? Said Kidomaru. Wait, is that Tsunade's son? Said one of the envoy outside the barrier. It can't be, said the other one in surprise. Yes, it is, said the commander. But how the hell did he got into the barrier when we couldn't? Naruto, but how… What are you doing? As Tsunade tried to stand up, but she was stopped by the pain from her wounds. Seeing this, Naruto went over to his mother and used Mystic Palm technique to heal her wounds. Don't move, Mom. Let me heal you. Forget about me. Tell me why you're here. Better yet, tell me how you got here in the first place, Tsunade asked. We would like to know as well, said Jiraiya as he appeared beside them with Sarutobi. As he continued to heal his mother, Naruto looked up, as he was surprised at Jiraiya's new appearance. Ero Sennin, what happened to your face? And why do you have 3 heads? Naruto asked. We are not heads, we are Toad Sage, yelled the 2 elders angrily. This is my Toad Sage, you brat, said Jiraiya. Now then, perhaps you can tell us, Naruto, how did you get inside of the barrier? Sarutobi asked. I got in by having Katsuya clone use the reverse summoning technique to teleport me to the slug home in Shikaku Forest. And from there, she used Mom's link to summon us here. Katsuya? Tsunade said in surprise, as she then took notice of the small slug on Naruto's shoulder. My apologies, Tsunade, but Naruto was insisting on coming here to help you, said the small slug clone. At the same time, Jiraiya and Sarutobi had to compliment Naruto for coming up with such a clever way to bypass the barrier. Then there was a chuckle from Orochimaru. Very clever, Naruto. You never seem to impress me, spoke Orochimaru, who was in front of the group, as the first and the second was there as well. Mom? Said Oshirama, as he was surprised. Wait, then that would make him my grandson. My great-grandson. This is awesome, I have a great-grandson. So, you had a son, Tsunade, spoke Tobirama. It pleases me to know that our family line still continues. He also have a pretty strong kick, and I can tell by the look in his eyes that the will of fire burns strongly in him. I must say, Naruto, I am rather surprised that you're here. I thought my people would have captured you by now, said Orochimaru. If you're referring to that traitor Kabuto, he's a little busy with some friend of mine. Also, I have taken care of Gaara, so he won't release Shikaku anytime soon. On hearing this, a frown appeared on Orochimaru's face, since Gaara releasing Shikaku to destroy Konoha was a big part of his plan. Tsunade and the others smiled at the news as it gave them hope. Well done, my boy, thought Sarutobi as he then hunched over from the pain. Seeing Sarutobi hunch over, Tsunade quickly turned at Naruto, who finished healing her wounded arm. Naruto, stay back and help Sarutobi. Jiraiya and I will hold off Orochimaru and the Hokages. Naruto nodded as he quickly went over to Sarutobi and helped him behind a large tree and started to heal him. As Naruto knew that he couldn't argue with his mother this time because they were facing off against Orochimaru and the 2 Hokages. Seeing Naruto taking away Sarutobi, Orochimaru quickly ordered the first and second to capture Naruto. But as the two of them raced forward, they were stopped by Jiraiya and Tsunade. As the battle between the five shinobi raged, Naruto was busy treating Sarutobi along with the help of the Katsuya clone that moved from his shoulder and started to heal the whole man. "You should have not come here, Naruto. This place is too dangerous," said Sarutobi as he looked at Naruto. "You guys are my family, and there is no way I am going to sit back and let any one of my family members be killed," Naruto replied. As Sarutobi could only smile as he remembered what the first Hokage said about the will of fire burning strongly in Naruto. "Here, Gigi, you should take one of these. You will probably need it," Naruto said, as he took out a food pill and handed it to Sarutobi. Sarutobi took the pill, and after a few seconds, he felt chakra filling back up his body. While Naruto continued to heal Sarutobi, he heard his mother scream out, "Sensei, Naruto, watch out!" Looking past the tree that they were hiding behind, Naruto saw Hoshirama that got past Tsunade and Jiraiya racing towards them. Before Naruto or Sarutobi could do anything about it, the first Hokage appeared in front of them and hit Sarutobi away. "My apologies, my young descendant, but I have no choice in the matter," said Hoshirama as he grabbed Naruto by the neck and lifted him up in the air. But Naruto then poofed away as he reverted into a wooden log, showing that he replaced himself. Realizing what Naruto done, Hoshirama quickly scanned the field for the spiky hair blonde. Within seconds, he found Naruto as Naruto spit out water bullets towards him. He skillfully evaded them all as he ran through hand sign as he stretched his arm forward, wood release, great force technique, where his arm changed into a large tree and fired multiple spears at Naruto, intent on capturing him. Seeing all of them coming towards him, Naruto ran through hand sign, Mokitan. "Wood dome," he said as he created a wood dome around himself to protect him, as all of his spikes hit the wooden barrier but they weren't able to go in. The wooden barrier then faded as Naruto saw Hoshirama rushing towards him. As Hoshirama couldn't control his body, but in his mind he was surprised that Naruto was able to use Mokitan as well. It seemed he might be the one that can accomplish what I couldn't, said Hoshirama to himself. As he rushed towards Naruto, as Naruto charged, one of his super fists ready to punch Hoshirama, but Hoshirama skillfully dodged it as he grabbed Naruto in a lock. "Get away from my son!" as Tsunade appeared beside Hoshirama in seconds as she sent her fist into his face. As he was sent flying away, "Naruto, are you okay?" Tsunade asked. "I'm fine, Mom." "Okay, get the Katsuya clone to reverse summon you back to the forest." "I can't, he was on Gigi." When Hoshirama kicked him away, "Damn it," Tsunade thought. "Alright then, find somewhere to hide and stay safe." Naruto couldn't argue as he realized that he was not in his league here. "Okay, I will. Good boy," said Tsunade as she kissed him on the forehead, as she went back to join Jiraiya and Sarutobi, who just rejoined the battle. Naruto then rushed to one of the trees as he watched as his family fought against Orochimaru and the two previous Kages. His mother faced Orochimaru, Jiraiya went up against the first, and Sarutobi went up against Tobirama. As Naruto was watching the fight, suddenly, Tobirama vanished as he appeared a great distance to Naruto. As he sent a water dragon to the tree, Naruto quickly flipped out of the tree as he landed on the ground. As Tobirama started to rush to him again because Orochimaru wanted them to capture Naruto. But before he could reach Naruto, Sarutobi appeared and sent him flying back with a kick to the head. "Naruto, it's not safe. Please find a safe place," said Sarutobi. Naruto nodded as he rushed off to find somewhere safe again. As Naruto hid in a large tree again, as he watched, Hoshirama used the Mokitan in a way he couldn't imagine to use it. The battle went on as Tsunade took on Orochimaru as she started to throw kunais at him. Orochimaru was defending himself quite well as he stretched out his tongue and slammed her into the ground. He then went to finish her off when he felt something as he stopped. "What is this?" As he felt poison coursing through his veins. Normally, poison would affect him, but Tsunade created this poison personally for him as he was having trouble moving his fingers, and he felt like his skin was on fire, as these poison kill all the mobility in his arms, making him unable to move them. And after that, it will travel through your bloodstream and do the same thing to the rest of your body, making you unable to move. As Tsunade then broke out and rushed towards him, as she slammed her fist into his face, sending him flying back a great distance. Orochimaru struggled to get back to his feet, as he realized that Tsunade was right. His body felt like he was under fire, and also his hands. His movements were getting slow. "Now, end the Edo Tensei," said Tsunade, as she lifted him up by his collar. "I don't think so," said Orochimaru, as she slammed his face into the ground, but Orochimaru was smirking as his sword, the Kusanagi, was behind her, as he then controlled it as it started to levitate, as it then came at Tsunade with an incredible speed, ready to pierce her, as Tsunade had no idea that it was coming at her. It was then that Orochimaru smiled, but Tsunade was pushed out of the way, as blood splattered all over Orochimaru's face. As Tsunade turned around to see Naruto, the sword through his back, as he saved his mother. "Naruto!" Tsunade cried, as Naruto dropped on the ground. Hearing Tsunade scream, everyone turned as they looked over. Paul then used a smoke screen, as both Sarutobi and Jiraiya rushed over. Naruto lay on the ground, as blood was gushing out of his mouth. "Naruto!" cried Tsunade as she pulled out the sword and used her mystic palm technique to heal his wounds. "No, not again. Please God, not my son," Tsunade yelled as she started to have flashback to when her brother and Dan died. Mom, mumbled Naruto as he looked up to his mother, who tried to heal him. "Are you alright?" he asked. "Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself for once," said Tsunade. "You always do these foolish things," she said, as tears were leaking out of her eyes. "Ha, I guess I messed up again," said Naruto with a painful smirk as he coughed up more blood again. "Hold on, Naruto, please don't die. Please don't leave me," said Tsunade. Why? Why is there so much blood?" said Tsunade. "I am sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry," said Naruto, as his eyes then closed. "Naruto!" Tsunade screamed out. At this point, both Sarutobi and Jiraiya arrived, as Jiraiya was walking over to the weeping Tsunade, but he was stopped by Sarutobi with a hand, as a sorrow look was on his face, saying that it was already too late. "Please, Naruto, please, wake up!" Tsunade screamed out. "Please!" As Jiraiya walked over to her, Tsunade, "It's too late, he's gone." "No, he's not gone," said Tsunade, as she pushed Jiraiya away from her and tried to heal Naruto. "Tsunade, he's gone," said Jiraiya, as he pulled her away, as Tsunade broke down as she started to cry on his chest. After a minute or so, Tsunade's cries could be heard through the stadium. But guys, I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform, and stay in tune because I'm gonna be posting what if Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu. So thank you all for your help and your support. But for now, I'm out of here. Peace.